Hello folks and welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4. We're starting a new campaign, and this time around we're starting, of course, as Communist Germany, because I haven't seen anyone else play something like this, and, well, we played Communist Sweden and Fascist Brazil last time, and that was a lot of fun, but it's time for something bigger, something more challenging. And of course we're going to start in 36, so we get time to, well, become communist and take over the world before 1940. Ha 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 ha. A new Germany has risen. Well, we'll see about that. We might have another new Germany, Germany that might have been a communist Germany. Because after all, after World War I, there were uprisings in all over Germany, especially in Munich and in Berlin. Now, let's see. Military restrictions are imposed, blah blah blah. Another Weltkrieg is on the horizon. Well, indeed, but not a fascist one. I would play on veteran, but I haven't played a major yet. I mean, I'd probably do very well with playing on veteran, but you know, let's stick to regular. I think you know, we can also achieve a little bit more with that. I don't know why I keep doing these laughs, but you know, you realize that yeah, I'm pretty good at the game already. We are the leader of the Axis, and Adolf Hitler gives us political power gain plus 50%. Holy shit, that's insane. It's gonna be terrible to get rid of him. Or, not really, I mean, we'll see what the other leader gives us. But, oh well. Yes, there's a lot to go through. I guess, first I'm gonna just go through all my divisions, get them designed properly. However I'm supposed to do that. I'm still quite terrible at balancing my divisions, and then, you know, we'll probably be building some stuff, and then I also have to go over the national foci here, because after all, this tree has a lot more different options than playing as a miner, and well, you can do quite a few different things. Actually, I totally forgot that I need army experience and shit in order to actually change my templates, but you know, we'll do that as I do get experience. We'll probably need to recruit quite a lot of things and build things and blah 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 blah. Yes, I've already said that. You know what, let's not even put a national focus, because you know, Hitler gives us plus 50%. That means we'll be at 150 to get Ernst Hellmann pretty quickly. And as soon as we do that, we can boost communism and stuff. I think we should also perhaps improve our relations with the Soviet Union. And I don't know about the whole faction thing. I don't know if we can create one again once we actually dismantle it. I hope we do, but I'll have to look that up, because I'd rather want to rename this if we do become communist. Oh, it's so much fun to be playing a major. Look at this. They actually, all the planes are proper planes that actually existed. We've got the BF 1010, HE 111 there. It's just cool, because you know, I do play War Thunder sometimes. It's just fun seeing all this stuff. Let's actually check all the ships. Oh yeah, no, they still have the same icons, I think, as everyone else. I also like how the doctrines are already set out for us. Like, if we go up here, you can see the land doctrine was already done on mobile warfare, and air doctrines was already on battlefield support. What about naval doctrine? Yes, trade interdiction, right. Alright, so I'm just building some more civilian factories, because, well, I don't know, seems like a good idea. We'll see what we can take once we become communist. I really don't know how the whole national foci or focuses are gonna work. And we're gonna leave the armies unassigned without leaders until further notice. We should probably get recruiting though. And we do have 40 military factories at the moment, working on airplanes mostly, some equipment, and so on and so forth. And also we've got submarines and destroyers and heavy cruisers in the works. Holy shit, the Germans, on the one hand, start with lots of generals, and on the other also start with a lot of generals with nice portraits made for themselves, which is pretty cool. I'm actually assigning troops, different generals and theaters here. So let's go with someone who's not a field marshal, because we don't need a field marshal at the moment. I guess we'll give it to, like, I don't know. He seems useful. Or armor speed. Oh, we don't have any armor though, so that seems kind of useless. Let's give it to... Oh no, he looks like a Nazi. Let's give it to some Wehrmacht guy. Level 4 right there. There we go. Now we have 3 theaters with 4... Wait, sorry. Can I count? Yes, 4 armies and a general to lead all of them. So, yes. Actually, wait, did I rename this one? Frankfurt. Yes, that is totally a city, right? Frankfurt. Good. And this is Hamburg. This is Poland, you know, because that's just Poland. That's a city. And Königsberg. I could have gone for the Rhineland, because that gives me political power plus 120, but the problem is that I could end up at war with France. I did set historical focuses, so this actually might be an interesting campaign, considering that I won't start the war, but yeah, maybe I should have gone for non-historical. Oh well, too late now. Ernst Thälmann, please join the government here. For some reason. Adolf Hitler's like, oh yeah, I hate communism, but I'm gonna put this communist guy here. Okay, so communism on the rise, while workers rise up against their oppressors around the world. Those who claim to have achieved class consciousness in the German Reich sit idly by and wait for change to come from within or a political system so thoroughly corrupt. Wait, I can't read. I'm so sorry. Okay, so basically there are more communists in the government. Or, well, let's see. A movement for the people must seek support from the people. Increases the chance of popular support for communist uprising, or increases the chance of internal support for a communist coup. We'll increase the chance of a communist coup, because we don't exactly want to be plunged into civil war. We want to go into a war against the world. And so, instead of remilitarizing right now, I'm actually going to try to go down to the extra research slot over here. That's 70 plus 70 plus 70. I don't know. We might remilitarize on the way, but I just think that the extra factories here would be really nice, along with the research slot, you know. So we'll go for the Reich Autobahn. Admiral Dönitz. Well, hello there. Submarine attack plus... Oh, okay, I'll put you on submarines instead. I was about to put you on the Kriegsmarine, but we'll put, like, Wilhelm Marshall there, or something of the sort. It's a pity that we have drift defense plus 50%, actually, which means that that Ernst Thälmann here only does 0.05% progress per day, so that's like twice the amount of time that it took us to become communist in when we played Sweden. So it might take a while, but we'll try to do our best in the meantime. Oh my god, look at that advanced anti-air thing. It's beautiful. Just look at the size of those cannons. Alright, let's do it. I think instead of going for the Westphal... Actually, maybe we should do land forts on the French border. The only problem is that since it's not militarized, we can't really use that. So let's actually remilitarize the Rhineland. And since it's all on historical focus, I don't think France would actually decline or go to war for it. Just in case, though, I'm gonna actually put these divisions on this plan right here to defend. Ooh, Blitzkrieg Theorist. I think that sounds quite good, because then we'll also gain army experience without having to exercise and lose equipment and men. Sounds lovely for us. Have we deployed anything other than another infantry unit? I don't think so. Battle plans with no units assigned, really? But I literally just assigned... Oh, that one. Okay, I see. Well, we'll just delete it. You know, it's almost as if I can predict the future, you know, slightly. I know we're gonna turn communist, but I have a feeling like we might be bombed in the future. So let's actually put, or focus on dispersed industry over here. National focus completed. Okay, let's see this. The remilitarization of the Rhineland. Germany has stationed troops in the Rhineland territory close to the French border, in clear violation of the Treaty of Versailles. The local population cheered the German soldiers on, while the diplomatic reactions from France and Britain have so far been muted. It is no more than the Germans walking to their own backyard, a political commentator in Britain observed. It is German territory. It is actually so. Now it's just about assigning these guys into proper front lines. Ferdinand, you lovely person, I think I might need you, although maybe this is not the right time, because we're not going to war very soon, so we might actually go for electronics research time. Electronics is actually pretty good. I had no idea that the radio was so important in my other playthroughs, but then again we were playing minor, so that wasn't too big of a deal. But yes, radios are actually really cool, and encryption and decryption, especially encryption is, or decryption rather, is really nice, so your divisions pretty much have an advantage over your enemy. The Spanish Civil War has already erupted. Yes, so a civil war has erupted in Spain. Several generals seeking to overthrow the current government in Madrid have issued a pronunciamiento, and a large portion of the Spanish armed forces have answered their call to arms. This right-wing nationalist faction has occupied much of Spain, including the overseas territories. Loyalist forces and volunteers have assembled under the left-wing Republican government, determined to resist the putsch to their last breath. The battle for Spain has begun. What will this mean for Spain? Now, we're fascists, so we should technically support the fascist faction, and we could get some really nice army or Air Force experience and army experience as well. However, since we're going to turn communist, I don't know. I really don't know. Even more political power. Interesting. I think we'll actually go for that. The 11th Olympic Games were recently held in Berlin. This was the games were a significant propaganda victory for the German regime, which spent lavishly on the event. German athletes saw most success, winning 33 gold medals, whilst the Americans came in second with 24. 4 of these were won by Jesse Owens, the single most successful athlete of the games. We have shown our best side to the world. Well, yes, because everything else is very dark. Not really, but yes, a lot of other things are very dark. Alright, so we've gained some land forts in Wittenberg and Mosland. Mosland? Is that what it's called? Whatever. Yes, so we'll go for industrial effort and start rushing down over here. Of course, we'll need air innovations before we actually come down to rocketry. And this is just because I'm waiting to become communist. I'm not really sure I want to like befriend Japan or any other thing before becoming communist, because it doesn't really feel right. Although we might have to, like, we'll have to do the Anschluss first, but we'll need 550,000 men on the field, which we're close to because we have 507,000. So very soon after this one. Soldiers desert to communist partisans. Capitalists and nationalists would have you spill your blood for them on the front lines, turning brother against brother over disputes that do not concern the working man, instead of taking up arms against workers who... Oh yes, instead of taking up arms against workers who struggle abroad, raise them against the oppressors and overthrow the tyrants. The army, usually a bastion of patriotism and loyalty, has proven not to be immune to the communist propaganda spreading rapidly in the German Reich. Soldiers are deserting, refusing to fight for their country, sometimes going as far as joining partisan movements that claim to be preparing for revolution. So, changing popularity of communists 15%, great, that's good. And recruiting, which grants recruitable population minus 0.2. So, alright, but we'll get a boost in communist support per day, which is good, because I was actually afraid that the whole thing the fact that it's a bit slower since we have a ideology drift defense mechanism, and then we also have, let's pause this, class conflicts divide the German Reich. The communist revolutionary movement, once a fringe popular among radical academics in theory and troublemakers in practice, has been seen increased support among the German working class. The fact that even more people choose to identify themselves with a class at all implies that Marxist ideas are spreading beyond those who actively seek to overthrow the government. NSDAP members lament this development, longing for a time when German was what a people identified as first and foremost. Their concerns are unfounded. It should be argued that a revolution is already underway, occurring on several levels of society, and it may be too late to stop it. The people may call it whatever they want. Oh, another 15% boost for communism. That's amazing. Of course, we take some hits in different areas, but that's not too bad. Oh, Marxist sympathies in government. Okay, so this one doesn't give us anything, but although the party line of the National Socialist Workers' Party is strongly opposed to revolutionary socialism, keeping a watchful eye on the nation's radical left-wing elements, some people in government are more open to the possibility, if nothing else. They see room for addressing the concerns of the people who look for communist for solutions without risking a full-scale civil war. Although they have may be seen as traitors by those who remain loyal to Adolf Hitler, these dissident voices may be the ones to ensure a relatively bloodless transition should the revolution come. We'll keep a close eye on them too, for many reasons. Ooh, if public support is sufficient, a coup can be executed. Let's actually check this. Oh, we're above 60%, and it's only September 36th. That's amazing. Marxist ideas took root in German Reich. See, I don't understand why, but you know, whatever. In the German Reich a long time ago, but have gained much more widespread support lately. Yes, absolutely. It just blew up in my face. But yes, the movement has spread outside political theory and into political practice, with disgruntled workers and even some high-profile celebrities voicing support. The communists call this class consciousness. The Nazi Party calls it a fast track to riots and treason. Showing little faith in Adolf Hitler being willing to implement the reform they demand, the more vocal communists... What? Wait. Showing little faith in Adolf Hitler being willing to implement the reforms they demand, the more vocal communists have called for an immediate referendum to have the current government removed. Holy shit. While we might be able to reverse the momentum of this mass movement, failure to do so will doubtlessly result in the more popular communist method of revolution. German activities must be stopped, political power minus 100%, popularity down, and revolutionaries, which hit us on the national unity. I don't want that. Ignore them, they're just causing trouble. National unity minus 10%, or the referendum is preferable to a bloody revolt. Okay, this is it. Alright, so on the 10th of October, 11 a.m. 1936, the Nazi Party, for some reason, just thought, you know what, let's not spill German blood, because purity or whatever. Let's have... Or public elections will not be held. Alright. That's weird, because it's a referendum. But yes, we'll lower our national unity, which doesn't really matter that much, since we already started off so high. And we shall become communist. Voila! We are the Socialist Republic of Germany. Wilhelm Pieck, am I pronouncing that correctly, is now our new leader, and we shall, you know, spread the revolution, because after all, as Lenin said, I think it was Lenin, the revolution, once it reaches Germany, is pretty much complete, because after all, you know, the theory is pretty much that since Germany was the most industrialized country in the world, it would become communist first, which it didn't, but you know, whatever. Actually, it wasn't Lenin, because Lenin was all doing the reverse thing. Sorry, I don't know why I'm rambling about this, but yes, we have turned communist. Lovely. Diplomacy, we don't have any diplomacy at all. That's quite interesting. We'll keep boosting support in our country, so we'll leave Thelman there to work on that. It says, though, if I hover over this, it says Pieck is Tallin's puppet and he's exiled. Makes no sense, but you know, whatever. I don't think the game is kind of supposed to be played this way, but we did it anyway, so this is how we're gonna roll. The national foci don't actually change, or we can still rather pursue the nationalist paths, and which we will do. So yes, let's keep in check for that, and we actually keep the bitter loser thing, which allows us is nice, because then we have a defense against going in other directions, and of course a good general staff. Alright, let's do this. We are going to send some volunteers over to Spain here. And we've got 3 divisions under Erwin Rommel of infantry ready to be sent. And we can only send 3, which is unfortunate, but we'll send airplanes, which I've never done, actually, to a civil war. I didn't realize you could do that. I like the idea of boosting our political power early on, and I know it's only plus 5%, but I just like it. So we're gonna put Ribbentrop on the line here with everyone else. And I changed out the communist support there, because we don't really need it after all. It was only giving us 0.01% support per day, and that's kind of useless at this point. Now, we're gonna disband the Axis, because yes, we can actually make a new faction afterwards. Sorry, Axis, we're no longer fascists, so yes, goodbye. We could potentially create a faction, however, Spain right now is in a civil war, so that's not a great idea. We could join the Comintern, but I really don't feel like that's the right choice right now, or ever really, because I do want to stand up to myself. We will say that the revolution here is anti-Stalinist. Non-aggression pact, though, I think we'll take that. Republican Spain wants to move troops through our territory. Fine. And we'll also ask for military access from them as well. Actually, no, I can't send planes. I can only do Lend-Lease, which is kind of annoying. I wish I could actually send planes as volunteers, because that's kind of what Germany and Italy did. They didn't, like, sell designs to Spain and then let Spain produce them or produce planes for them. They actually had German pilots over there. So, I don't know. The German workers march to destroy fascism in Spain, and we're gonna just kind of blitz manually here throughout all of Spain, and we should be fine, actually. I don't think it's gonna be too difficult. Spain has actually received some support from the Soviets as well. More civilian factories, please. Yes. Italy took 1 state. Ethiopia was the next. I don't care, really. Sorry, Italy, but you're on your own now. You're not... or actually, you do have, like, Japan and stuff, but can you even form a faction? I doubt it. Now, I do know that the US has a communist or ideology defense drift of 20%. And that normally a bunch of events like stop them from becoming communist on the way, but I feel like it's still a pretty good idea to spend some political power on the long run over there. It's always been a good idea in my Let's Play so far, so we'll do that. Yes, some of you will always comment, oh, you should boost communist popularity in France. I should, potentially, maybe, but since they're going historical, I know that 1, they're gonna ban communism, and 2, do we really just want to stop? Like, after all, we do want to conquer a bunch of stuff, right? And I think our borders would look so much nicer if we had an Atlantic coast, right? And it'd be so much easier to invade the United Kingdom as well. Or, sorry, liberate them. Alright, time to go to war economy. Yes. I think this is a good idea, because it just boosts everything in terms of military production. Or rather, yeah. I don't remember what it is it does, but yes, we get more stuff. Now, I honestly don't understand this. It says that for the Anschluss, we need 550,000 manpower in divisions on the field, right? But we have 696,000 men in the army, and they should all be on the field, or whatever that means. So I don't really understand why I'm not getting the event. Maybe it's because we're still helping out over here in Spain, but I'll just have to hope that it's gonna be fixed once we're done here. The Hindenburg Disaster. The German passenger airship Hindenburg was destroyed today while attempting to dock at the Lakehurst Naval Air Station in the United States. For reasons not yet determined, the airship was engulfed in flames and crashed to the ground, claiming 35 lives. I thought these ships actually had more people on board, like 50, but alright, 35, that's actually pretty terrible. Anyway, due to the scarcity and expenses of helium and the US ban on exporting it, the Hindenburg, like all German passenger airships, was ultimately engineered to use hydrogen, which provides great airlift but is also flammable. With public faith shaken by this disaster and the rise of much faster passenger aircraft, this could spell the end of the era of airships. Oh, the humanity. Look at that, we're pretty good manually here. I just love stacking a few divisions in the Civil War and just like marching around, because we can pocket quite a few divisions, as you see here. Look at that, we already have seasoned units, so that's nice. It's a pity we couldn't send more volunteers, but I guess it's nice just to have a few amazing units. And we're also training up Rommel here, even though he's supposed to be on Panzer. Amelia Earhart disappears. Yeah, too bad. Unfortunate, yes. Oh, research. So, yes, I've been doing mobile infantry here. We should actually do Blitzkrieg, but I guess we need to upgrade some of our stuff here. We'll improve our artillery a bit, and then I think we'll go for some Panzers, or better tanks and mobile, or just, yeah, better stuff, right? The Marco Polo Bridge incident. So Japanese forces have skirmished inconclusively over the strategic Marco Polo Bridge located just southwest of Beijing. China has rejected Japan's demands for an apology and territorial concessions, claiming instead that the breaking point of Japanese aggression has been reached. Diplomats fear that the volatile situation could result in war at any time. Interesting times indeed. Well, not just interesting, terrible, dark times for humanity. Alright, we can do the Anschluss, we're gonna do it, and this focus will pause if the prerequisites are not met. Alright, well, whatever. Let's get it started. Veterans, that is awesome. They have a plus 75% modifier in combat. I just hope these men don't die in the coming wars. They probably will, but, you know, it's pretty awesome. Japan is at war. Alright, well, we'll see who wins. Japan seems, at least as of release and the press copy, Japan has not done well at all in any of my playthroughs, not even my time lapses. They are really good at defending their islands though, but I think that's because the AI is still pretty bad at doing naval invasions properly. Oh yes, repeated uprisings in Austria clearly show that the people there long to be united with our Reich. Well, we mean the Socialist Republic of Germany. Right. It is now time to take action and allow the will of the people to be manifested. How can anyone say that Austria is not German? Yeah, no, actually. Like, really? Oh, stop. Oh, so fast. Okay. The Anschluss of Austria after a successful coup d'etat by the local Socialist Party. In Vienna, the German troops have crossed the Austrian border and taken control of the country. Welcome. Yeah, we'll welcome them to the Reich. The Anschluss is finished. Excavation 2 is finished, and our Republic, liberated, the socialist paradise has expanded. Boom, and that is how you end a civil war really quickly. So our volunteers forces are on the way back. We have a bunch of political power to spend, and I do believe we got the Austrian troops, so I'll be working them and putting them on different fronts. How many divisions do we have in total now? I think it's, how many are we working? 62, 7, 6, 5, and 2. That's pretty good. Actually, we can check here. 82 divisions. The French have up to 95. The British have up to 60. And the Soviets, of course, have up to 239. So it's all relative. But the Poles, let's check that out. 38 to 61. Right, we could defeat them. But here's the thing. I'm going rocketry and then the extra research slot because that's a wonderful thing. But afterwards, there's so many different things we can do here. If we, for example, we could demand the Sudetenland, or we could befriend Czechoslovakia and get more communist support over there. We could go for reassert Eastern claims, or demand Slovenia from Yugoslavia, or maybe even improve the national spirit, which political power gain +1 1 per day. That's pretty awesome, actually. And the drift defense plus 50%. I don't think, I don't know what this means though, but yes, then we could do all the way down and push for Greece. There's so many different things. We could go for the naval effort and then go down to befriend Denmark around Maginot. Oh no, that's for after Danzig. Yeah, so there's a lot of different options here. However, all of those decisions are really up to you, because we are ending this episode right now, and I'd really like your input so I can see where to go next on this whole scheme thing, you know. Are we gonna go or are we gonna go demand territory, or are we gonna befriend? Are we going to make a faction? Because we could definitely create a faction soon, although no one's at war now. Maybe we should have seen if they were willing before. Probably not. But oh well. Yes. Thanks so much for watching. As always, don't forget to leave a like, share with your friends if you enjoyed, and of course subscribe if you haven't already. And yes, I'll see you later. This has been GameGabster. Farewell.